sports. It's in the game.
Tonight,
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
tonight.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Throwing to start here is Tua. And his first pass is incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They'll run for it with Achane. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Steps away to his left. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They'll go. Achane. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Tua now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one taken in by T. Higgins. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Burrow looking deep here for Chase. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
First down, here's Burrow. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. They go play action with Burrow, rolling to his right. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash, because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
Tua now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. A run with Mostert up the middle. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now, as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Mostert is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. Back to Mixon on second down. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. That is caught. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 13-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On second down, here's Mixon. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs work?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Burrow will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Burrow going to set up the draw. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens, because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down decision making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific, because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Mixing up the middle. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
11-90. 11-90.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They will throw on first down with Burrow. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Come on, Rick.
In motion left goes Boyd. They'll fake the jet sweep and go play action with Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Here we go.
Second and 1 now from the 21. A draw play for Mixon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across. Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call. And out comes a challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one. As that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On one, ready?
Second and 20. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. They need 2. Here's third down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Here we go. Ready? Race hard. 12, 12, 12. Check right, check
Here's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Down the left sideline, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 54 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from moving out in front. McPherson on for the point after. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Tua going to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A third quarter now, at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
They've certainly hit the point of no return in this one because that was absolutely the last time they could afford a sack. You got to sustain your blocks and keep your quarterback clean for as long as it takes in this situation. They failed up front this time to do so.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Tua on 4th down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. Now looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Mike Hilton, always dangerous on the corner blitz, and he gets the sack. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Tua.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert
Muscles him off. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals will get the football back. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
They'll run with Mostert.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Dolphins have taken a 4th quarter lead.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And they can't bring him down.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
And now, well, boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay, so following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. Across midfield. T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, an even 90 yards. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Berrios is going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert able to take it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. It's a run with Mostert. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
11 MT, take. 11,
Throwing, Burrow, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brandon Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On third down, here comes Mostert. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Here's 1st and goal. Now Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel. And got his man complete. Loose inside the 30. Tyreek Hill. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Cincinnati, good night, everybody.